Consider the following quadratic equation. 3y squared minus 1 equals 0. Step 1 of 2, find the values of a, b, and c that should be used in the quadratic formula to determine the solution of the quadratic equation. The quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So it needs to be set equal to 0, which this one is. And then the a value is the coefficient on our squared term. These are y's, but that's okay. So my a is 3. The b value is the coefficient in front of the x term, and there doesn't appear to be an x term, which means that my b value is 0. And then the c value is your constant term, which in this case is -1. Step 2 of 2, we're going to use the discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac, to determine the number of solutions of the given quadratic equation. Then solve the quadratic equation using the formula y equals opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So remember, a is 3, b is 0, c is -1. So for our discriminant, we're going to have b squared minus 4 times a times c. So that's 0 squared minus 4 times 3 times -1, which is 0 plus 12, which is 12. So that tells me that there are going to be two different real solutions. And now we will plug in our values to the formula. Y equals the opposite of 0 plus or minus. We already figured out what's inside of the square root, so we just put square root of 12 over 2 times 3, which is plus or minus the square root of 12 over 6. That breaks down into plus or minus square root 4, square root 3 over 6, which is plus or minus 2 square root of 3 over 6, which is plus or minus the square root of 3 over 3. Those are our solutions, plus or minus square root of 3 over 3.